A 10-year-old boy from Newfoundland is being hailed tonight for displaying the best of Canadian values. He took the time to offer condolences to some Olympic athletes who suffered heartbreak at the Games. And as Zach Gowdy reports, he offered something else.
Like much of the country, Elijah Porter was glued to the TV when Canada's Olympic men's team ran the 100-meter relay in bronze medal time, only to have the medal snatched away.
I was just watching it, and then I saw that one of the guys accidentally touched the line. And I knew that rules shouldn't be like that. So I decided, even though I can't change the rules, I can make them feel better.
So Porter wrote them a letter by hand, but he included something he thought they should have. 10-year-old Elijah Porter doesn't have a lot of medals. He only had one, in fact. But the medal that he did have, he thought there were people who deserved it even more than he did.
I'm not very much of a sports boy, but when I was younger, I was doing a little soccer thing in Mount Pearl.
It's a Timbits soccer participation medal. If your kids play, they probably have one. Gavin Smelly and the rest of the team were hoping to come home with medals too, and but for a few inches, they would have.
I could speak for all four of us. It was really disappointing and devastating. Words can't express how we really felt that night.
But amidst an outpouring of national support, the handwritten words of a 10-year-old boy gave the team the lift they needed.
I talked about that kid that perseveres. There was things that people never thought we could do.
It's quite inspirational. When I read it, I just couldn't believe that, what he was saying, talking about how we could get back up.
Smilly's teammate Justin Warner tweeted a picture of the letter and the medal. By noon, the story was running across the country, and Elijah Porter was a star.
When I decided to send it, I knew that would make them feel good, but I never knew it would go this far to me being reported.
Now, it's the Olympic team that wants to send a message to Porter.
I definitely want to say thank you to him. Although it's not the most glamorous medal that we expected, it's still a bronze medal, and it showed that we can compete with anybody.
Zach Gowdy, CBC News, St. John's.
This is Edmonton's feel-good station.
Up 99.3.
He, like most Canadians, he's only 10 years old, mind you, like most Canadians, was heartbroken when Canada stepped on the line, the relay team, and they were disqualified after they had thought they won bronze.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaking moment, but 10-year-old Elijah Porter decided to make them feel better. He sent them his the only medal that he's ever won in his whole life, little Timbits medal that he won in soccer. He sent it to them with a really nice note just to make them feel better. And he did this all on his own with no help from Mom.
Ends up getting a 21-speed mountain bike from Tim Hortons. He's contacted the athletes, and we had a chance to chat with Elijah Porter earlier this week.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kim?
It is.
Hi, it's Jason and Carrie from Up 99.3 in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Kim. Thanks for making time for us this morning.
No problem.
You have a pretty special little boy.
Yeah, we do.
You must be so busy over the last couple of days doing media interviews. We've seen you guys everywhere.
I know, it's been nonstop. We just, it's crazy, actually.
So is the star of the home in this morning?
He is here, yeah.
All right, okay. Can we speak to him?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing, Elijah Porter?
Good.
Boy, are we ever proud of you up here in Edmonton.
Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing this morning, Elijah?
I'm just sitting on the couch with my sister.
Yeah?
Have you had your breakfast yet?
Yep.
What'd you have this morning?
Some Cheerios.
Hear that, moms and dad? Cheerios. You want your kids to grow up to be sharp like Elijah? Feed them Cheerios. That's the breakfast of champions, eh, bud?
Yep.
Good stuff.
Okay, well, Elijah, why don't you tell us why you decided to send your medal to the men's relay team? What made you do that?
Well, I just thought, they were really upset, so I decided I could make them feel better with the letter and medal.
Did you watch that race like the rest of the country did?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you cry when they were crying?
No, but I did feel like I could make them feel better and knew that I should.
Now, have you had a chance to talk to any of the guys from the relay team yet?
Yeah. Talked to Jared twice, Justin once. And the other two I talked with, and they sent a message to me.
Oh my gosh, so you guys are friends now?
Yep.
You said they sent a message to you. What was the message?
Well, things like thanks for the medal and note and stuff like that.
Yeah, and do you have any thoughts of competing in the Olympics one day yourself?
Well, I want to be a biologist, but I might.
How come you want to be a biologist?
Well, it's just I have a real hobby for nature, so I just want to be a biologist when I grow up.
Aw, that's great. Well, I think, Elijah, you captured the Olympic spirit with your letter and your generous donation of your medal. We are certainly proud of you here in Edmonton. I think the whole country is proud of you.
Thanks.
Hey, Elijah, can you give us a Go Canada Go?
Go Canada Go!
Woo!
Go Canada Go!
Yay!
Thanks for chatting with us this morning, Elijah.
Okay, Elijah, you watch for a little something in the mail from Jason and Carrie on the Wake Up Show, okay?
Okay.
We're going to send you something.
Okay, see ya.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
This is Edmonton's Feel Good Station.
Up 99.3.
Olympians, because they were members of the 4x100 relay team. They got a bronze medal, then a video replay showed they'd straightened their lane, and so they lost their medals, and they were upset, and Elijah was upset on their behalf. I think we can speak to Elijah now. Hi, Elijah.
Hi.
So what did you do for the 4 people who'd lost their medal?
Well, I just decided to send a letter of how Canada is special, what makes us special, and also a medal that I won when I was 4 in Mount Pearl soccer.
So you got a medal when you were 4 for doing what?
For doing soccer. It wasn't really
soccer,
contest. It was just for being there and learning lessons.
Yeah. So you sent them your medal to make up. That was a nice thing to do. Did they reply to you?
What? Oh yeah.
What did they say?
Well, they just said things like thanks, and some people asked if I had any advice for them and stuff like that.
Right. The team has actually put a picture of the medal on Twitter, you know, so you've become quite famous.
Yeah.
Lots of people trying to talk to you like me?
Yeah. Actually, some people who are around here who's helped me to do interviews, I've got lots of souvenirs. Just for one letter and one medal.
Are you really going to give all your money to the Olympians if you get rich? You're going to make it up for them, are you?
Yeah.
Would you like to be in the Olympics yourself one day?
Well, right now I'm heading for being a biologist, but whatever happens, happens.
Elijah, you're very wise. Elijah, thank you very much. He wants to be a biologist that might just turn up in the Olympics in a few years' time.
Well, the young man from this province who made national news for sending his Timbits soccer medal to the Olympic men's relay team who lost their bronze in London. Well, he was honoured today by Tim Hortons, and he got more than just a new medal. Here's NTV's Darren Bent to explain.
You remember Elijah Porter, the young man from Paradise who made national news recently after he sent his Timbits soccer medal to the Canadian Olympic 4x100 men's relay team after they were disqualified from earning a bronze medal at the Summer Olympics. Well, today, Tim Hortons honored his gesture by presenting him with a new medal and, more importantly, a new bicycle.
He's been a real inspiration to all of us, and there's a lot of hometown pride for Newfoundland, and there's a lot of hometown pride for Canada, and he deserved it, and we're glad that we were able to do it.
And Elijah already has plans to donate his old bike.
We have sort of an activity at our church. It's called Kid Connection for all the kids. So we might be able to give my old bike to one of them.
Since sending his medal, he's heard from all 4 members of the Olympic team and has enjoyed media attention. And that media attention is getting him noticed worldwide.
You've made it all the way to Australia, and they were really excited and they were inspired. And they heard that you want to be a biologist, so she's sending a package to you, and it hasn't arrived yet because it's coming all the way from Australia, and she's sending you a package. It has a biology book in it, and it has some other goodies from Australia that she's sending you because she was really excited when she heard about your story.
I wonder if there'll be a figure of the platypus because it's my favorite animal.
You know what? I hope there is, and if not, maybe we can find one for you. How about that?
Okay.
The bike is a little big for him right now, but Elijah says he can't wait to grow into it. Darren Bent, NTV News.
There you go.
One tiny mistake cost the Canadian team in the 4x100-meter relay an Olympic bronze medal. The medal was erased after officials confirmed Jared Connaughton stepped on the line during the run. Some people thought the disqualification was unfair. Elijah Porter is one of them. And even though he's only 10 years old, he decided he was going to do something about that. Elijah Porter joins me now from St. John's. Hi, Elijah.
Hi.
So what did you do to try to make this right?
Well, just touching a line, I felt like the rules should be changed. So since I couldn't do that, I decided I would just give them a present with a note with all the things special about Canadian and my only medal, a Timbits medal.
Your Timbits medal?
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
Mount Pearl soccer game being produced by Tim Hortons. That's where I got it.
Okay. So, as I understand it, that's your only medal.
Yep.
Why was it so important to you to give it to the men's relay team?
Well, I just felt bad for them, and I thought that I could cheer them up and maybe think more positively in the next game.
Ah, they'll think more positively in the next game and cheer them up. Well, let's find out, because Jared Connaughton, the athlete who is accused of stepping on the line, joins me live from Charlottetown, and he's going to talk to you as well, Elijah. So, Jared Connaughton, does this medal cheer you up?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. I didn't know that it was Elijah's only medal. So, I think, Elijah, you should be very proud of the gesture you gave to our relay team, because it means a lot.
Elijah, do you want to say something to Jared?
Well, I just want to say that I'm glad that I gave it to him for good use, and I made him and his team happy.
Did you hear that, Jared?
I did. He is absolutely got a heart of gold, and I know that that medal, the Olympic medal, slipped through our hands, but having a young fellow like Elijah step up and support us without thinking twice about it means a tremendous amount, and it shows a huge amount of character for a 10-year-old for sure, and it's a great example to set for his friends back in Newfoundland and across the country.
You know, Jared, there's a big smile on Elijah's face right now that I think we should keep the cameras on this, and I'll just ask questions from the background here. Yeah, because it's worth $1 million right there. Jared, what was the reaction of the team members when you found out that Elijah wanted to send you his Timbits medal for soccer?
You know, like with social media, Facebook and Twitter, it's pretty amazing to see a gesture like this really go appreciated. I think that's an amazing thing that he did. Maybe 10 years ago it would sort of go unnoticed perhaps, but through Twitter and Facebook it's really exploded, and it's another testament to how much Canadians ultimately really care about one another, and how bright our next generation perhaps really is, and that means a lot.
Jared, how disappointed were you when you found out that the medal had been erased?
It's hard to put into words. You know, we ran such a great race. We were so poised under pressure, and then to see, you know, that one step that I made just coming off the corner about 10 meters from the exchange zone, it was a pretty obvious step on the line, and to see the disqualification and hear the reaction from the crowd was very, very upset about it. 85,000 people booing the disqualification. It was difficult, and I'm still coping with it now. But Canadian sprinting is back on the map, and I'm proud to be a part of that.
Yeah, it seems like Canadian athletes had a hard time at the Olympics this year. There was the equestrian disqualification of a horse, which the Canadian team felt was unfair. Our women's soccer team felt that they were dealt with unfairly, and now this disqualification from the medals. in the 4x100 relay.
Yeah, I mean, that's sports, though. You know, my grandfather always used to tell me, he said, you know what, you got to show up to earn it. You know, you don't just get crowned as a champion or crowned as an Olympian medalist, you know. You have to show up and earn it. We showed up and we earned it, and it was, you know, it was a technicality. But, you know, a lot of great athletes, certainly greater than me, have dealt with, you know, officiating and some questionable rules. But you got to stay within the rules, and you got to own up to it, and you got to, you know, hold your head high regardless of the outcome. So.
And there's always somebody there to help you make you feel better. Elijah Porter, do you have any advice for Jared and the other team members and other athletes?
Well, I know that you do great training, but instead of to keep on thinking about what happened, just think more positively now and think more good stuff.
Amen, Elijah. You're a smart kid, and it means a lot to hear advice from you. It really does.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both. Thank you both so much for this special moment on the CBC. Elijah Porter in St. John's, Jared Connaughton in Charlottetown. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thanks,
Bye.
Elijah.
You're welcome.
Well, now to our newsmaker of the week, an easy choice this week, really. A little boy from Paradise who made international headlines. By the age of 10, most people have not left their mark on the nation. That is not the case with Elijah Porter of Paradise. This past week, he captured the attention of the country when a selfless gesture by the youngster went viral on Twitter. In case you don't know the story, he watched the Canadian men's 4x100 relay team lose their bronze medal at the Olympics in London because one of the runners stepped on the line during the race and was disqualified. He sent the runners a heartfelt letter and the only medal he'd ever won for soccer, a Timbits medal, which in many ways has now come to symbolize much more than bronze, gold, or silver. It has come to symbolize a generous spirit, and all from a child who never has any intention of getting involved in sports. He told me face to face he wants to be a biologist. But beyond that, meeting Elijah Porter revealed a kindness and want to help others who were in need of something. In this case, it was a reminder that winning isn't everything. Not when there are people like Elijah Porter in the world. And Elijah, for his act, is without a doubt our NTV Newsmaker of the Week.